Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you a very quick and easy way to build your shoulders. It doesn't take that long and it's not a lot of exercises. I didn't have a lot of equipment and you guys will see that in the video, and I just believe that you don't really need, 50 different exercises for a particular body group that you're trying to train. So I don't have a lot, but this just goes to show that you can build it up too. So a lot of people, what they do is that they do a lighter warm-up set and then they do their working sets. They do those heavy. So I had two dumbbells. One was a lighter one and then one was a heavier one. Now that could change from time to time as often you train your shoulders or any muscle group that you have. So the way to do that is that if you started with your warm-up set with like a 7 or like a 5, and then your working set is a 10 or 15, once you're full confident that on the third set or on the fourth set, if you're doing 3 or 4 working sets, then you can achieve the number of reps that you're trying to obtain, whether that's 10 or whether that's up to 15, then you know that you can bump up your weight. Now you have an option to keep that warm-up set lighter or bump it up by 2.5 or 5 pounds. And then with your working set, you want to make sure you really push through. So instead of having your working set of 10 pounds or 15 pounds, you can even probably bump it up to 20 pounds. And then by the time you're in your third set, you can be like, okay, I want to shoot for 25, and then try to get to your reps that you want to get to. That's how you get stronger. That's how you build muscle. That's called progressive overloads, one of the techniques that people use to gain more muscle mass on a particular body group. I just showed you that this is how you can do it for your shoulders, but you can obviously do that for any other body part. And if you have any other questions or concerns about anything, you can always link it down below. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done so. All right, let's begin our shoulder workout. Shoulders is one of my favorite muscle groups to train. What's your favorite muscle group? Let me know down in the comments. Let's just get started. For the first exercise, like I said, I'm using a lighter weight. I don't have a lot of equipment, so this is a great time to show you how I actually utilize less equipment but still get a really good workout. Starting off with a light weight, I'm using 10 reps for this. So just warming up here. Warm-up sets are not part of the actual working sets. So sometimes some people will have 3 sets that are working sets or 4 sets, which when the working sets, that means you are actually pushing yourself, okay? Here's my working set. As you can see from my face, I am making those ugly, necessary gym faces because I'm really pushing through. And I tried to do 10 to 15 reps because I didn't have a lot of weight, so I'm increasing the weight. That's another thing that you could also do, is that if you don't have a lot of weight, just increase the reps. The second one we're going to do is lateral raises. You'll see that I actually start from the front, so my stomach, rather than out on the side like I showed you, because you get a fuller range of motion when you start from the center, like towards your belly button, and then go all the way up. And again, here, and if you see the purple ones, they're going to be my warm-up set, and if you see the gray ones, they are my working set. Also, for the sake of this video, I did 1 warm-up set and then I recorded 1 working set. But in reality, I did 3 to 4 working sets. Towards the end, I only did 3 working sets, but at the beginning, I did 4. I just thought it was absolutely unnecessary to keep recording the same type of movement. Now we're going to do some front raises. There's 2 ways to do this. I'm using my lighter dumbbells. You can do them one at a time, straight up, or you can twist your wrist so that then the dumbbells are flat. As you can see, there's a difference right there. So whichever one that you like I said, you could do them both one at a time, or you could do them using both of your arms up, just whatever you're comfortable with. Do remember that when you do one and one in your arm, that does doesn't mean that's 2 reps, that means that's 1 rep because you have 2 shoulders. If you have a bigger dumbbell or a larger size, you could obviously do it just with 1 dumbbell. Or if you just decided that you wanted to just use 1 dumbbell in general, you could also do that as well. You would just hold it like the way I was showing it to you. Now we're going to use the heavy ones. My 15s here are just so heavy. I just don't know why. I feel like it's the material that they use to make these dumbbells is heavy. And overall, it just makes the dumbbell a lot more heavier. I mean, I promise you, this 15 is a lot more heavier than the one that I actually use in the gym. So that's why I really like sometimes doing an at-home exercise, because you can still get a really good pump. And I am making those ugly faces because it is really, really hard. I don't recommend using so much weight on the anterior delts and then on the posterior delts, which is the rear and the front delt, because you're just going to end up damaging it. Moving on to the rear delts, which is absolutely necessary. We're going to be doing some dumbbell rear delt flies. I'm going to show you how to do that with a lighter set. And I stayed with this weight. Like I said, you don't want to hurt yourself because the rear delts and the front delts are really, really small muscle group in the shoulders. You don't want to put too much weight on it to where you're going to end up hurting yourself. I'm just showing you a back view on how that should look. So you're going to go straight up. So imagine a horizontal line in front of you and you're just dragging the weights towards that horizontal line. And for one of the last exercises that I have is going to be a machine style lateral. So there is actually a machine that you could hold the handles and then you go up with the weights like I'm showing you, but you could do that with dumbbells as well. Again, going a little bit heavier on this exercise can hurt your muscles. So that's why I chose these exercises, because you could use a lighter weight and still build your shoulders. You don't need a ton of weight. Now I'm using the bigger weight, and this was pretty heavy for me. I had a hard time gripping it, and you can tell from my face. And this particular exercise also gets the mid part of your shoulder, so you get that 3D dimension in your shoulders. Hope you guys liked this video, and if you did, please subscribe and follow me on my Instagram at Squatting Saffron.